Hello my sweet crafty friends, let's turn this Hobby Lobby breadboard into a cute piece of fall decor. First thing I did was tape that off with some painter's tape, and then we're going to use a little bit of burnt umber paint by Americana Folk Art. Now you guys, if you don't have a breadboard, you can use just a regular piece of board. That would work just as well, or even something from Dollar Tree would work. Went ahead and painted that, zapped that with the dryer. Now we're going to take this Ticking Stripes stencil from the Magnolia Design collection. Went ahead and fuzzed that. I'm going to go ahead and put that on and get all of the air bubbles out. We're going to use some paste here. Chalk paste, you guys, it's very important that you use chalk paste. Magnolia Designs or another company, but you don't want to use regular acrylic paint or chalk paint. It won't work. And look how pretty that looks like that, you guys. Again, you're going to give it a quick dry in between all of your steps. All right, now we have the plaid stencil that we're going to layer right on the top of here. The first thing I want to do is put a little bit of wax on that paint at the bottom because we don't want that getting on our stencil. Put a little wax on and then buffed it out, and then we're going to put the stencil right over the top of that. We're going to use some beautiful shimmer copper chalk paste, and we're going to go right over the top of that burnt umber. Now you guys, I had a different plan in mind when I first started this. But when I took this stencil off and I saw how beautiful that plaid with that copper looked over the top of that burnt umber, I thought, why not extend this over the top of that ticking? So I changed my plans in the midst of my project. Now we're just going to go ahead and put that plaid right over the top of that blue ticking. And you guys, just wait until you see this. Look at that. It really looks beautiful. Okay, now we're going to take the leaves part, the wreath part of this stencil, and we're going to put it right over the top. This is layering, you guys, and this is the best thing about these stencils is you can layer and mix and match and make your own unique designs. So now we're just going to take some white chalk paste and just go over the ivy part, the leaf part of that little wreath on that. We're just going to kind of stagger it in different directions. Look how pretty that looks already, you guys. We'll do one last piece down there at the bottom. Isn't that gorgeous? Just love how it turns out. Now, I did make sure that I got my dryer, my heat tool, and dried it all in between. And I have a bow that I had already pre-made. We're going to glue that right on there. And now we're going to stamp a little drop cloth and put that on a brown tag. I just stamped the word gather. I thought that would be cute. There's our little brown tag. We'll glue that right on there. I just felt like it needed some greenery, so we're going to add some greenery. I have some greenery that came from Hobby Lobby off the green garland. Not garland, sorry. Yeah, it was a garland. Just took a few sprigs off of there. Have a little dried flowers. I found those at Home Depot, you guys, in the garden section, believe it or not. Just kind of mix and match our greenery and our dried flowers. We're going to put that right there on the top of that bow. I just thought that yellow just added a bit of color and exactly what it needed, and I just thought it was really pretty, you guys. Just play around with things and find something that works, and it doesn't have to all be the same thing, you guys. Right now we're going to use some dark sealing wax. We're going to gunk this tag up a little bit, grunge it up, give it a little dirt, kind of make it look nice and worn. We're going to go around the edges of our breadboard and then just a little bit over the top just to kind of give it that old and worn look. Take off that sharp crispness of that white. Now, you guys, if you don't like this look, you don't have to do this step. You do you, you do what you like. I'm just here to give you some inspirations of what you like, or some ideas, I'm sorry. All right. Added a little bit of Excelsior in there in the middle. I love how it turned out, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. If you enjoyed this, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. Love y'all. Whoops, almost forgot. To get information on the stencils for plaid, type hashtag plaid, stripes, hashtag stripes, and ivy, hashtag be kind.